This video is brought to you by projects from the Maroon and Gold Network and the Minnesota Alumni Market.
Hello and welcome to a University of Minnesota Alumni Association Entrepreneur Spotlight. My name is Julia and I am the Digital Engagement Student Assistant at the University of Minnesota Alumni Association. November is National Entrepreneur Month, so we're taking some time to catch up with a few of our alumni entrepreneurs on their work and advice they have for others looking to start their own businesses. I have the pleasure of speaking with Thompson Aderinkomi, who is the CEO for Nice Healthcare. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Julia.
So our first question is, what did you study at the University of Minnesota and why did you decide to become an entrepreneur?
Yeah, so when I was an undergrad, I entered the undergrad program in 1998, and I entered actually as a pre-veterinary student, but through a kind of a long path, I ended up majoring in statistics and economics. So I was in CLA. And then right after that, I went to the graduate program for statistics. And then a couple years after that, I got an MBA. And the reason I chose to become an entrepreneur there's a couple of reasons. One is I wanted the freedom to impact the environment around me in the way that I saw fit. I wanted the opportunity to create a positive work experience for other people, and I saw that there's a pretty big deficiency, through other employers. And I wanted to really change the industry, that I chose to work in, which was healthcare. And lastly, I myself wanted to reap the fruits of my labor, which I just didn't see as possible working for someone else, and getting a salary. And I saw entrepreneurship as the best way to achieve that.
Mhm. All right, and the next question is, what does your company do?
Nice Healthcare is a technology-enabled primary care clinic. We bring full-service primary care into the homes of our patients via in-person, in-home visits and virtual visits. We provide primary care services, mental health services, and musculoskeletal services, as well as access to over 500 prescription drugs, and also imaging and labs, all for a very low, affordable price paid on a monthly basis, which is typically paid for by the patient's employer.
All right. And what are you doing to increase business growth despite the challenges of the pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, what we're doing, it's education, and what our business does is it creates a safe place for clinicians and for patients to provide and receive care, and it does so in a more affordable fashion. So by taking the time to partner with different distribution channels to educate employers, educate patients on this new and improved way of accessing care, we're seeing sustained growth despite the pandemic's ravages on the economy.
All right. And what resources have you utilized to help grow your business?
That's a tough question. What resources? I mean, I would say like having a plan and testing your plan, and then once you get those positive feedbacks, executing against it have been the key to our success in growing our business. Is to not assume you're right, but don't be so afraid of being wrong, and you have to test things and be prepared to fail, and but be prepared for some things to work out very well. And then once you find those things, doubling down on them, investing in them, pushing them even harder, once you confirm that it's the correct path.
All right, and kind of going into that last question, what key lessons have you learned throughout your career that you would like to leave with folks?
I would say the key lesson is to not be afraid. So many people have ideas that they never act on. They Whether it's a small project or a big project. Some people end up do acting, but they quit when it gets hard. And I would say that getting started and overcoming your fear and not quitting when things get hard are the number one thing to achieving your objectives in general. In life, let alone your career. And sometimes what you want to do is going to look very scary or unorthodox to other people. It's going to take you on a path that doesn't look like the traditional path. It might make it look like you wasted 4 years of college, and I have to say, so what? Like, pursue the thing that you can't stop thinking about, pursue the thing that you think is going to make you and the world and the people around you better.
All right. Thank you for your time today and congratulations on all your success thus far. For
Thank
anyone that wants to learn more about NICE Healthcare, visit nice.healthcare.
you. Thanks.